Hello. Hi, I am ZD Love. Welcome to the building. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. What it do? How y'all doing? All right, I'm going to tell y'all a quick story, then I'm going to give y'all my opinion on the Tasha K situation. My story is that the Lord was riding with me, y'all, the other day. So I'm coming from Bridgeport riding. I'm in the third lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing about 70 or so. You gotta, honestly, they need to be doing mental capacity tests for people who drive cars. There's a lot of crazy bitches on the road who should not be driving. Okay. So this lady in front of me, I'm in the third lane. We going about 75. All of a sudden, I see this bitch hit brakes. Like she want to get off exit 26 or some shit, right? So I'm about to run into the back of her. And all of a sudden, I was going to jump over, but I look and I see there's traffic coming. So then I cut back over, but then I realized that the car behind me don't have enough time to stop. So then I jump into the emergency lane, y'all. And I'm riding in the emergency lane at like 70 something miles an hour. And I didn't stop. I kept fucking riding. And then I jumped back into the third lane and kept it pushing. That was some fly shit. I'm not even going to front. It was like being in an action movie. Real shit. Luckily, my car corrects itself. But it's a four-wheel drive, thank God. But some of you bitches really don't care about other people. Like, when you make erratic fucking driving decisions, you can kill people. She almost hit like 4 other people, and the bitch actually got off exit 26. Like, did she decide she wanted a Slurpee? Fuck it. I'll kill everybody. I want something to drink, bitch. It's like a 7-Eleven or something. I was so mad. But thank God the Lord was riding with me, y'all. I'm going to tell you. Like I said, I looked over. I see the traffic was coming, and there was no way I could get over without that car hitting me. I came back across. I couldn't stop in the third. I was like, oh, shit. Kept it moving to the fourth emergency. Thank God the point where we was at in the highway, the emergency lane was wide enough for a car. Because, in some places, it's a little thin lane. I was on the third lane, so, yeah. All right, on to Tasha K. So there are mixed emotions and mixed feelings out there about this situation. Some bloggers feel like it's a loss for everyone. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to respect. You all do not understand the slander that woman was in, what Tasha was doing. That was really fucked up. Like, first of all, it's a HIPAA violation. You're talking about somebody's medical. It's none of your fucking business. People do slander people all the time, and people need to take it as a lesson. See, the other lesson here is not about Tasha losing the case. It's the fact that her ego allowed her to even go to court. You know you're a liar, and the fact that people were surprised that Tasha was lying was fucking shocking to me. What are you surprised about, really? You're surprised Tasha K was lying? Really? So... no, you can't go around lying on people. You can't go around making up shit and saying what you want. And she was doing it on an international level. Those videos have about 5 million views. So, yeah, who knows who's seen them. Tasha K admitted that she's a liar on the stand. There's going to be some issues with her and her husband. But again, this is bigger than he said, she said. This is a bitch wouldn't back off. Cardi gave you every opportunity. The judge told Tasha... you need to settle. If a judge tells you need to settle, what the fuck do you think that means? Translation, bitch, you gonna lose. Settle. She didn't want to listen. Her ego is too big. I'm going to win. I'm the shit. A lot of YouTubers have that thing going on. But the number one thing I want everybody to take home is stop being fucking disrespectful to people. When someone tells you that you hurt their fucking feelings and you out of pocket, you need to listen. See, this time it was a lawsuit. There are times where people die over shit like this. That rumor that Tasha started on her should have got her fucked up in the real world. Right. And then they said Cardi was emotionally distraught. I'm sure she was. That's fucked up for people to do that to you. And people do it. But see, all around on these streets, people don't understand the realities of life. Now, the other day I put up a post and I was like, I can't believe you motherfuckers is praying for Larry Nelson. And I meant that shit. Somebody dropped down and said to me, oh, you're being judgmental. Everyone deserves prayer. Everyone deserves forgiveness. No, the fuck they don't. I don't know who told y'all. Oh, I know who told y'all that. Do you guys recall back in slavery days? You know, when they gave y'all Christianity and they told y'all what it was and what to praise and they made y'all pray for them. Many of y'all pray for your oppressors, okay? I don't pray for my enemies. I don't even think about them. Because if I pray for you, I'm going to pray that God slaps the shit out of you. Right. Me and my God roll differently. Everybody, I believe, has their own individual relationship with the Lord. So don't come telling me about I need to be praying for anybody. I don't need to pray for near motherfucker who's out here trying to harm, mentally abuse, disrespect, and bully women. Period. And that's women, men, whomever. I don't like that shit. And that's why y'all kids be getting molested and y'all be getting killed and these men be beating on your asses. You will know that someone did something to somebody else, but then you will say you gonna pray for him. Oh, he's changed because he said so. And then what happens? The same shit happened to you, and probably worse. No, everybody doesn't deserve forgiveness. It's not for you to forgive everyone. You're not Jesus. Hello? Right? Didn't Jesus say revenge is mine? And I believe forgiveness is his too. Okay? And just because you don't want to forgive a bitch don't mean you angry either. Right? Because there's some people that I'm not fucking with right now. And people's like, oh, you got to forgive. You got to let it go. Look, I just told you I don't fuck with them. It ain't nothing to let go of. It's all good. I'm not hurt. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I just don't fuck with you. There's a difference. Oh, you know, because people believe this rhetoric that they hear. Like I said, people really believe that everybody deserves your prayers. No, they don't. You're gonna pray for somebody who raped your family member, who murdered your family member? What? I'm not. I won't be praying anything positive for them, so therefore I shouldn't be thinking about their asses, correct? Because if I'm thinking about you, that means I'm carrying you with me. So fuck ya. Right. Some of y'all are really praying about and thinking about people that you really need to let go of. Right. Excuse me. Even if you're praying for bad things to happen to them. You should only pray that prayer like once or twice. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying don't carry that shit around with you. Let shit go, okay? Yeah. But back to Miss Tasha K. This is what it is. We shouldn't expect it any different. She knew she lost too. And then did y'all hear about the bad review she wrote about Olga on Yahoo, was it, or somewhere? That shit was hilarious too. And I said, well, that's why Olga ain't doing shit. It's a hot mess. And then y'all want to bring race into it. Everybody want to bring Cardi's past up. See, here's the thing. When you go to court, it's about that specific thing you're in court for. All that other shit doesn't matter. If y'all notice, they get prior evidence and other shit thrown out. Like somebody could have murdered somebody 10 years ago. If it's really not relevant to the case and they got a good lawyer, they can't mention that shit in court. It has nothing to do with the case that's going on right here, right now, today. Right. So y'all want to bring up what Cardi said, racist shit. But here's what y'all have to understand. Y'all say the most heinous shit to each other just as bad as she does. And I think that black people need to stop excusing other black people for disrespect just because they're black. And in reality, you don't, because black on black crime, even though y'all don't like to admit that, is through the fucking roof. Right. So while y'all out there praying for people, you need to start recognizing who and what we're doing and who we are. Because like I said, y'all praying for negative motherfuckers. Y'all praying for negativity. But then you wonder why there's no change and why people do the things they do and why, are people so fucking stupid. It's because y'all are keeping hope alive for them instead of acknowledging that they're dumb bastards. Let them go. Let them be. And when you know you in a lose-lose situation, cut your losses and move on. Now, Tasha K lost, what, $1.2 million. Now, some of y'all is like, that's not a big deal. That's a big fucking deal. That's a lot of money. I don't give a shit if she got $4 million in the bank to have to give somebody $1.2 million. And then keep in mind, Cardi B got a whole lot more money than that. So that's going to hurt Tasha pockets. Fuck what y'all heard, okay? We don't know what's going to happen with her channel. Even though y'all like it doesn't matter, she got other investments. Let me tell you something. When Funky Dineva's shit went down, what did he do? Cried like a motherfucker. And he had to get his shit back. Why? Because that's a big bulk of the money. Yes, you have other streams of income, but this is where your bread and butter. Now, Tasha with her lies, I wonder what this will mean for R. Kelly. Because, I mean, it is what it is. Yes, he's did wrong, but yes, lies were told on him too. We all know this. But you just can't go around slandering motherfuckers. Just think about all the people who are sitting back clapping about Tasha losing. Right? And it's not because they are jealous. It's because this bitch has done a lot of people dirty. And it is what it is. Take it how you want to take it. Okay? She'll bounce back from this. I mean, here's the thing about money. You make it once, you'll make it twice. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but did she learn a lesson about running her fucking mouth and lying on people? See, that's the beauty of this situation right here. We need to take that from that. YouTubers really need to understand that, because you hear people get on here and lie and say all kind of disrespectful shit to people, about people, lying on people and know they lying. Like, that was a huge lie to tell on somebody, and then to get on the stand and admit that you're lying. And you knew you were lying. I mean, what did you expect was going to happen? Like, why didn't you just back down when the girl asked you to take the shit down? When the girl said, hey, can we let this shit go? She did offer to let it go, y'all. She did offer to settle this shit. Tasha said no. So it's the extreme, and it is what it is. But what in her mind made her think that she was going to win? Did her people around her tell her, no, baby, that's not going to happen? What about her husband? Now here they're going to have some serious issues too, because he's involved in the suit. He threw her under the bus. She threw him under the bus. I think they'll survive it. They both know what time it is. They know what they was doing to get into this, so they know what they got to do to get out of it. You know what I mean? This was a no-win situation. They should have never even went to court. It's just really fucked up and crazy that she hired this law team, this legal team, said they weren't shit. Now, see, that's where I would have spent my money at. Instead of paying Cardi B this $1.2 million, I would have dropped the motherfuckers that I already had and got me some real lawyers, for real. Because these people didn't know what they were doing. The judge reprimanded them, said he was going to contact the bar. Like, you motherfuckers are incompetent. How did you guys get a law degree? A license? What? You can practice law? Right. So, I don't know. But I think as vloggers, people want to downplay it, and they're like, oh, Cardi was this and Cardi was... This ain't about Cardi. This is about Tasha K running her fucking mouth and lying. Understand, let's not pass the buck, because a lot of YouTubers do it, especially in the beef sector. Motherfuckers like to slander people and talk shit about them. And y'all know I had a defamation case against me as well. And it was bullshit from the beginning, right? I mean, and I wasn't saying none of the shit that Tasha K was saying, okay? A bitch was mad at me about stating a fact. I mean, it just absolutely made no sense. And even then, the judge was like, it would take a lot for someone to prove slander. But in this situation with Cardi and Tasha, I mean, all the chips were there. It wasn't really that hard to prove, especially when you're admitting that you're a fucking liar and you make up stories and you don't care. I mean, damn. I hope she really, really takes a really hard look at who she is as a person. Like, if Ayala needs to take Tasha K as a special case and fix her fucking life, because she's a mogul. We won't take that away from her. She's very, savvy, her and her husband. And like I said, she will do it. Even if she lose everything, she'll get it all back again. That's not a problem. But this is about humility and being respectful to other people and grateful and thankful, and understand that you just can't do what the fuck you want to do. Period. None of us can. And that's what it is, Because that was just taking that shit extremely too far. You were doing interviews. I mean, this was bigger than the rumor. I think that's what people got to understand. She was harassing this girl. Like, you was going and finding old friends, people who said they knew her, porno videos, all kind of disrespectful ass shit that no one should have done to them, even if you're not a celebrity. So I think it was a win for everybody, honestly. I don't see where, because Tasha K is not a fucking victim here. And I wish y'all would stop playing the race card all the time. This ain't about race. This is about right and wrong. Okay? Would it have been better if Azealia Banks had been sitting over there? Then what would y'all say? Because that's the excuse whenever we don't get our way of some shit. Oh, she said this. Oh, it's racist. But we are mean and horrible to each other. This is about the mean ass shit that was being said. The disrespect of this girl and her family. This is not about race at the end of the day. And y'all know I ain't no Cardi stan, never have been. Now, me and somebody got into it some words last week, because Cardi said that she was going to pay for the funeral of all the people who died in that Bronx fire. And I was like, shout out to Cardi. That's some queen shit. Because if I was in a position, that's something that I would do. Absolutely. So they said, oh, no, she's doing it for publicity or whatever. But at the end of the day, whatever the reason is she's doing it, good for fucking her. Because where's the rest of New York at? Where the New York Knicks at? Where the Yankees at? Huh? We're all them rappers. We're Fat Joe and them from the Bronx. We're them rappers and all these other people who should be stepping up and helping these families. You know these people are immigrants. They don't have insurance like that. Some of them lost 5, 6 family members. So can you imagine to bury one person is stressful. To have to pay for the funeral of your mother, your sister, the kid. So kudos to her for that. But then it was like, remember she called black women bad names. But you know what? Them same other motherfuckers who should be over there standing up for New York, the 50 Cents and all of them people, they call black women bad names too. We only care about it when it's somebody of a lighter hue saying that shit. And that's the problem. We need to have that same energy for each other. Let's stop talking that crazy shit, because it's crazy and it sounds crazy to me when people be like, oh, she white and she said it. But what the fuck did you just say? What did you just say? I don't feel any less about what you said because you black and said it. I feel more disrespected by you because you should know better. So let's cut the bullshit. Let's really get real. Let's start holding everybody to the same standard. You know what I mean? You don't want to be disrespected as black women. It's not okay for Cardi, and it ain't okay for these black men to be out here doing and saying the shit they saying either. Right. And then guess what? Women, we do it to each other. We listen all day on here. Everybody call each other bald head, ugly, stank, all kind of shit. All day. But then a white person say something. Y'all want to go in a whole nother fucking direction when the reality is disrespect is disrespect. Y'all should feel a way when other black people disrespect you too. See, unlike a lot of y'all, I don't like being called names. That ain't my shit. That's disgusting. Who the fuck want to be made to feel bad? Like, why do you want somebody being disrespectful to you? For what? I don't even argue. Like I said, if it get that serious, then let's just go to blows. Fuck it. Let's fight. I don't have time for that verbal bullshit. But people do it. It's abusive. It's mental abuse. That's why so many people were comfortable with giving a fuck about what homeboy was in the hospital. I'm not saying don't pray for him overall. What I'm saying is don't publicly come out here and act like this is some saint and people should really give a fuck when in reality they don't. Because you've been hateful and mean. You have harassed and bullied. You've done it to the woman's child and every fucking body else. You don't do that. You don't. And then now you want prayers. What? And then I found out he didn't even want the prayers. Somebody told his business allegedly. And he cussed out some other people for praying for him. For mentioning his fucking name. So therefore he didn't deserve the prayers in the first place. See what I'm saying? Keep your prayers for yourself. Save your energy for you. Keep it real with you. Like I said, I don't do that fake shit. I don't give a fuck. Nope. I'm not praying for everybody. Some other bitches I ain't praying for is them rejected bitches at my job. I can't with them. I really can't. I'm going on vacation in April, and hopefully when I get back, I will be starting employment somewhere fucking else, okay? They are too petty and too slow for me. But one bitch, the bitch I sit across from me, she all of a sudden switched up, which is cool because people was warning me about her. And even the chick she running and licking her ass, she warned me about her too, right? But my thing is, see, and y'all know I read for filth. When I get fucking mad, I already read these bitches the other day when they try that bathroom bullshit. Don't ask me where the fuck I'm at and how long I've been going, bitch. Anyway. But bitch, did I hear you correctly today on the phone calling your bank about $10 talking about you want to make sure your rent check don't bounce? But you got a motherfucker that live with you that you call your man and he has a job? See what I'm saying? I can't work with this. This bitch, your mentality is not where mine is at. Like, you can't encourage people like that. There are some people who don't want shit, never going to have shit, never going to learn shit. Cut your losses and get the fuck on. I'm telling you, there's a certain level of people. You low vibrational, stay the fuck away from me. Because at a certain point, it becomes a problem. I think she mad because I told you I got me another job. Shout out to all the people who do 12-hour, 10-hour shifts, work 7 days a week. You a motherfucking G. Also, how is it that people shame CNAs and companions and people for changing the diapers and shit, but y'all don't have a problem with people cleaning up dog shit? I'm confused. Y'all all care more about dogs than humans. Y'all really need to stop being disrespectful. I'm telling you, because if you got health, you got wealth at the end of the day, right? I advise a lot of y'all to go on a diet because God forbid you have a stroke or anything happen to you. People have to move your ass to take care of you. You feel me? They got to help you get dressed and they got to do all kind of shit for you. So even if you don't want to losing weight ain't in your mind frame, think about that. What encouraged me to lose weight and also what encouraged me to learn how to swim was one day I was watching the news. It was one of them storms in Texas. And I saw this lady, she had to climb out her pickup truck window and get on the fucking hood of her truck. And it was all kind of water. It was like a river or some shit overflowed. And they had to do a helicopter rescue. When I saw that shit, first of all, I was like, okay, how the fuck would I have got out that little window? A. And B, I'm terrified of water. What would I have? I would have drowned immediately. I probably would have stayed inside the truck. Right. So, that opened my eyes. Lose some fucking weight. And also, just in case you got to walk to Canada because the U.S. be on some bullshit. You never know. But you got to be in good health. You have to lighten up, y'all. Lose some weight. I'm telling you, strokes and shit can happen to anybody. You just don't know. So the lighter you are, the better it is for you. It'll be easier for you in the long run. And just health-wise overall. But like I said, stop clowning people for doing jobs to help the elderly and their family members. Because what happens to your family members when they're ill? Y'all probably don't even go fucking visit them. So, yeah, be glad somebody's there with them. But like I said, shout out to all the hard workers. You know what I mean? It's crazy now that I work 7 days a week. What's really crazy, these are yummy. I bought this 3 weeks ago. I just be having little liquors. I buy things because the bottle's cute. This is chocolate. It is delish. And yes, I'm drinking out the bottle. Why waste a glass? I'm at home. I don't give a fuck. I do what I want. Oh, did y'all see that? Cynthia Bailey, she married to that dude Mike Hill, right? Do y'all know that motherfucker Mike Hill went on his podcast and said out loud that he don't think his marriage is going to last another year? I said, see, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, let no one shame you for being single. I'm mad because Cynthia really loved Peter, but she allowed public opinion to dump him. Now, they was like, oh, she could have stayed with Peter, but she would have been loaning him money. At least he motherfucking loved her. Mike Hill got money and don't give a shit about you. Look how he played her and disrespected her. You went on your podcast and said that bullshit the day after our anniversary? Let me tell you something, Cynthia. Pack your shit and get out. Mike would come home one day and I would be gone. I wouldn't even stick around for that shit. Go on now and get it over with. See, the thing about being single is you ain't got to break up with nobody, right? You don't have to break up. Sometimes you know that shit is coming. I mean, he's a weirdo. They weren't a good match anyway. Something about his look, because she, anywho, Cynthia needs to move on. But when I heard that shit, I said, you know what? This is why I do not mind being single, because you ain't got to break up with nobody. You good. Your shit remains the same, If you want to date. But all of that getting super involved with these mofos who playing with you anyway, because he's playing with her. And they said she's known that he's cheated on every woman before her. So why the fuck make you think that he's not going to cheat on you? Again, I'ma pray for him. He can change. No, he won't. Y'all be wasting y'all prayers on bullshit. Do you hear me? Pray for yourselves. Pray for happiness, well-being, mended hearts. Okay? Healed hearts. Oh my God. Speaking of desperados, what the fuck was Phi Babe doing over there with the plumber the other day? Now, I was laughing because the plumber looked like her brother. They looked identical, her and the dude. So maybe they was just doing that for a promotion, but that was weird. And then I'm thinking, you can't be that excited about a dude coming over, huh? And the other thing I thought was, if I just met someone, I wouldn't introduce them to the Phi Babe persona right away. Save that shit for later. You can let him know about that bullshit at another time. Why don't you come off as somebody else in the beginning? Some of y'all think your person, your personas, I don't know, is enough, and it's not. Because some of that shit is off-putting, just in general. Because if you were that excited to have a man over, girl, you need to get you a Fuckadex. Now, see, some of y'all are a little younger. Y'all don't know. It's like a Rolodex. Back in the day when they used to have a Rolodex on the desk. So y'all don't know about that because y'all got them smartphones. But they used to have actual cards in a little plastic container that rolled around in alphabetical order. And there were names on them, right? It was a Rolodex. You had them at work. But you was a single lady, you had a fuckadex. Okay, a dickadex. Yes. Okay, call your standby dick over and send him home so you ain't got to break up with nobody. Right. Dudes are on some bullshit anyway. Don't waste your time. I'm on some real shit. Don't waste your time. From what I've been seeing, it's a waste of damn time. You know, you have a friend and that's it. And even as a friend, they can't handle that. They do dumb shit. So, yeah, save some heartache and pain. Mm-hmm. What else is going on in the world today? Oh, Regina King, R.I.P. to her son. My prayers are with her. Oh, my God. Death is so devastating and tragic and just heartbreaking. But for him to kill himself puts it on a whole nother level, you know? I was with my daughter today, you know? It's hard, too. The loss of her dad is devastating to all of us, you know? Like they say, you know, we realize how great he was when he was here, but when people are really gone, like we really can't believe that he's really not coming back, you know? It's only been 2 months, but that shit feel like 10 years. It feels like forever. And then today I found out my cousin, her dad died. So I went by there too. You know, it's just a lot going on. I think that triggered my daughter when I told her that, you know, my uncle died or whatever. So that, you know, she was upset again. But I don't know. I'm upset. We always upset every day. But that's why I work every day too. I don't have to think about it. I got to get this money and stay focused, you know, on what's important. And that's yourself. At the end of the day, is you. That's the most important thing. That's what you got to do. Stay focused on you. Real shit. Stay prayed up. Like I said, that shit on the highway really freaked me out the other day. It happened so fast. But the Lord was definitely riding with me, y'all. I'm telling you. Because I was at like 75 and shit. Luckily, I'm paying attention. Because when I went to get over, I looked in my rear view. It was no way I could make it. I came back real quick. I was like, oh, shit. That car behind me was going to hit me. So I had to jump out of traffic. And then the fact that I actually kept driving and got the fuck back on and kept rolling like nothing happened. I mean, that was some G shit. I wish I had it on video. Okay. Yes, that was why. Thank God I didn't get hit. Thank God my car didn't get fucked up. Because right now I don't have no money for no new car. I'm not trying to do that. Even though I am kind of thinking about it. But I'm not, you know. If it should happen, I will. But that ain't what I want to do right now. But yeah, that ain't what you want, because keep in mind the bitch in front of me would have kept going, so no one would have even known it was her fucking fault, really. But y'all be careful out there in them streets. People is crazy as shit. They robbing, they stealing, they killing. Real shit. Lock your doors. Don't play around. Get it before you go home. Don't be running out at 10 o'clock to the gas station to get a blunt and all that dumbass shit. Get all that shit before you go home. Matter of fact, if you know you fucking smoke, buy you some extra shits to keep at the house so you ain't got to go out at night, or you forgot. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it out here. The things that we've been seeing and reading, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, the hate is real. The crazy is real. The ignorance is real. The slander is real. Okay. So we'll see what Tasha K does next. What's her new move? And will she continue to move like she's been moving? Will she make a fucking change? Will she stop lying on people? Is this what she needed? Because, you know, some people are just natural born liars. They can't help themselves. Like, you could say, hey, what's today? And even though they know it's Wednesday, they're going to be like, oh, I don't know, you know, some old dumb shit. Bitch, we know you're lying, but they don't care. They lie. It's a lot of people who lie like Tasha all the time and don't care. And they lie to themselves. She lied to herself enough that she ended up in federal court over some bullshit that she knew she was dead wrong about. Now, if that doesn't tell you that shit is fucked up in her head, nothing will. We all knew Tasha was going to lose. So I'm not really sure why everybody is all up in arms and upset tonight and confused about what happened. Tasha knew she was going to lose. Her lawyers knew she was going to lose. All the attorneys and people who went down there knew she was going to lose. I mean, and she lost quick too. They didn't take long to come back and say, sorry. And she lost on every count. But how could she win on anything, when she said she was lying? I'm a liar. I know it. And I'm not ashamed to show it, okay? Yes, I put up videos that are not true. Yes, they told me to take it down. No, I didn't. I don't give a fuck about her feelings, okay? I wanted her to feel pain. You said that shit out loud. Yeah. And everybody know. Come on. The judge even said that he liked Cardi B's song with Bruno Mars. That's his favorite song because he likes Bruno Mars, right? Like I said, when the judge tells you to fall the fuck back, not the people who are suing you, the judge says, hey, bitch, you need to settle this. That's code for you ain't gonna win, bitch. You need to really jump out now while you can. Listen, don't let your ego, what they say, don't let your ass write a check. No, don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash. Now, her ass got to cash a huge check because I don't give a damn who you are. $1.2 million ain't what you want to give to somebody, especially a bitch who got 25 times more than you. Probably more than that, okay? Cardi straight like a motherfucker. She got lots of streams of income, okay? Y'all can think that $1 million ain't going to hurt Tasha all you want. That $1 million is going to hurt, baby. Oh, yes. She's going to have to pay that off in increments. There's no way she's going to pay that all out at once. Absolutely not. What's she going to do it? Probably. What she got to do? $250,000 a year or some shit? That's crazy. Keep in mind, she got children, too. And mind you, that money hurts to pay because that's money you shouldn't have had to pay out in the first place. If all you had to do was shut the fuck up. All you had to do was be quiet. Right. 1 million, what is it? $1.2 million because you wouldn't back the fuck down. It's a huge lesson here. And the lesson is for Tasha, not for Cardi. Tasha picked a fight and she lost. Period. You go to check your ass can't. Well, gonna have to cash. But know who you fucking with. You gotta know. I mean, we all knew that Cardi had. Cardi can afford 45 lawyers, the best lawyers. Tasha can't compete with that. See, but y'all had her all pumped up. Motherfuckers are delusional. You don't really know who you are and what you're doing. Like I said, but Tasha has a long list of vloggers she done fucked over. And a few of them have been on, making commentary about this. It's a lot of them. The list is very long. It's real. They was like, is this Tasha's karma? It ain't the complete, but it is. Say what you want. This is all get back because you said and you slandered and you lied on a whole lot of other people. So it's just one big ball of fuck. Right. So, yep. You lied, you slandered, not just her. So those people whose feelings you fucked over and you hurt and you lied to and lied on, they're happy. Trust that shit. They're happy. But all of this, I'm not supporting, I can't support Cardi because she not black. Tasha K, black, y'all full of shit. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This is about shutting the fuck up and staying in your lane. And when somebody asks you to fall back, fall back. And when a bitch got more power and more juice than you, regardless of whether you think she should have it or not, fall the fuck back. Some people are touched by God. You will never be able to take them down no matter what you do, regardless of what you think of them, or no matter how low, how classless you think they are. Never. Speaking of, I was at the grocery store yesterday and I seen this bitch walking Juanita. I know you some of my church people know this. Y'all know the light-skinned Juanita bitch, not my other girl, the homegirl. The other light-skinned, nasty Juanita, right? So this bitch, I always used to give her a ride, but her brother had bought her a car a while ago. So I guess she didn't like what I had said about the pastor that time about him being a fucking sellout, but I stand by what I said. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I don't give a fuck who it's about. Now, I said that about the pastor, bitch, not you. So I don't know how this became about her. Anyway, I was at ShopRite yesterday, y'all, and I saw that bitch. And I know she saw me because I looked at her, and as soon as I did, she turned her head like she didn't see me. Now, I wrote